Number 73 back in the neon tonight outside the Caveman Casey Collins, feature winner already this season. Scott Weston in the 04 will start on the inside of row number 2, and it hits outside Hayden Pearson, car number 2. 3 rows back on the inside, position number 5, it's the Flying Farmer Gary Mullen, and outside Paul Rushlow in car number 8. Rookie point leader, Flying Fred Fleury in car number 99, and Jamie Davis in car 43, the two-time champion, had some smoking issues in practice. Hopefully they've gotten that squared away. 8 laps, 6 cars going into the handicap starting positions, the preferred starting spots, if you will. They'll still be handicapped in descending order. Cars with the worst average finish over the last 4 events start closer to the front. Lights are down on the pace car, ready to go. 8 laps, 6 to qualify. Heat race number 1 of the evening. Pace car pulls off. Paige Whittemore on the inside. The Caveman Casey Collins on the outside. Picking the pace up out of turn number 4 down to the stripe. The green is out. Casey Collins in trouble early. Way up the hill he goes in turn number 1 to the back of the pack. Paige Whittemore, 73, away with the lead. She's going to lead lap number 1 as Scott Weston arrives to the runner-up spot in the 04. Again, top 6 cars go into the handicap, and right now it's Rushlow in the 8 and the 99, Fred Fleury, your final 2 qualifiers. Jamie Davis, 43, needs 1 to qualify as Casey Collins goes down pit road. Everybody chasing Paige Whittemore in the 73. Whittemore in the 73, last couple of weeks she had the Mustang from last season out, still continuing to struggle with that car, but they got the neon back together and she is motoring away with the lead here. Side-by-side battle is for third. Down low, it's the 2009 track champion, the 29 of Gary Mullen, outside Hayden Pierce in the 2. Fred Fleury in the 99 and Paul Rushlow as Jamie Davis still needs 1 to qualify. Davis, the 2-time track champion, outside of the qualified position right now. He's looking to change that as he works the bottom of the racetrack underneath the Paul Rushlow car number 8 as we've got 3 laps to go for Paige Whittemore, who is riding off into the sunset at the front. Two laps to go this time. 2 to go for Paige Whittemore in the 73. Weston in the 04, the Farmer, Gary Mullen in the 29. The 99, Flying Fred Fleury, Pierce in the deuce, and the 43 of Davis with the white flag out are your qualifiers. Final time through turns 1 and 2. Paige Whittemore with almost a straightaway out on top with the lead. Checkered flag is ready to fly for the 73. Paige Whittemore picking up the win here in heat number 1 for the streets. Scott Weston is second. The Flying Farmer, Gary Mullen, at number 29. The 2009 track champion. It's funny, you take the 2 zeros out of 2009, you come up with his number. Flying Fred Fleury, Hayden Pierce in the 2, the 43 of Jamie Davis are your qualifiers. Well, it was ladies' night last Thursday at Thunder Road. We had Kylie Potter picking up her first career win in the street stock division. And Taylor Hoare picked up her first podium finish in the late models. And keeping the girl power alive, cat number 73, Paige Whittemore, takes the heat win in heat number 1 for the streets. Let her hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Paige Whittemore, the winner, and cat number 73. Heat 2 ready to roll its way out of the pit area on the pole. Car number 7 is Kyle McCaskill. Outside, McCaskill will go last. A Thursday night's winner in feature number 2, Kylie Potter in car 32. Well, the 55, Parker Gagne, was playing possum. He's actually the outside pole sitter. The 32 of Potter will roll off from the 3rd position. Todd Ramo in car 24 will start 2 rows back on the outside. 5th position will be car number 08. That's Ryan Foster. The mailman, Patrick Tibbett, scored the emotional win a couple of weeks ago. He sits in the 6th position, and on the rear, car number 96. He was slated to start on the outside of the front row. That's Tom Peck. We also lost a 6 of Terry Pierce, winner of feature number 1 last week, also slated to be in this qualifying heat race. So scorers are working over the restart lineup as we had a bunch of cars go to the rear or not make the call for heat number 2. Get it all squared away. Kylie Potter will in fact start on the outside of the front row. So they were right when they came out of the pits. And we'll try it again. Kyle McCaskill and Kylie Potter are your front row. Terry Pierce Jr. joins the field. And we are ready to go. Once again, top 6 cars will transfer into the handicap. Here they come off of turn 4. Green is out. McCaskill on the bottom in car number 7 leads the way down the back straightaway. Potter back to 3rd. It's Parker Gagne in the 55 on the bottom of the racetrack goes to the runner-up spot. Gagne, 55, around the bottom of the racetrack. Now into the number 2 position. Side-by-side battle is for 3rd. Kylie Potter on the outside. Ryan Foster down low. Keep an eye on that 6th position. Right now it's Todd Ramo. Terry Pierce Jr. in the 6 is trying to close in and make it interesting. 3 laps complete. Kylie Potter, 32, continuing to rim ride up on the outside lane a little bit way high that time through turns 3 and 4. She's going to give up a couple of spots. It's going to move her back now to the hot seat in car 32. Potter in the 32, now back to the 6th position. She is the final qualifier. Terry Pierce, those are our 2 winners from last Thursday night right now. One's qualified into the handicap, 1 is not, as we're halfway home. 4 laps complete, 4 laps to go. They've all been led by Kyle McCaskill in car number 7. McCaskill in the 7 continues to show the way. Gagne 55 is closing in. Ryan Foster in the 08. Last year's Rookie of the Year in the Street Stock Division right there ready to challenge as we've got 2 laps to go this time. 2 to go for Kyle McCaskill, the Williamstown, Vermont driver, as he sails it off into turn number 1 with a race lead. McCaskill actually pulled ahead that time by about a car length and a half as they went down the back straightaway. Parker Gagne switched to defense as the white flag is out. Gagne in the 55, who was coming guns a-blazing for the race leads, now trying to hold off Ryan Foster in the closing laps. Final time down the back straightaway for McCaskill in car number 7. Checkered flags ready to fly. Off the 4th corner, Kyle McCaskill, your winner. Parker Gagne in the 55 comes home in 2nd. Ryan Foster in the 08. The mailman, Patrick Tippett in car number 34. Todd Ramo in the 24. And the 32, Kylie Potter, final car, making it into the handicap preferred starting positions for tonight's main event. Kyle McCaskill, car number 7, waving the checkered flag as he takes his lap of honor here, the victory lap at Thunder Road, picking up the heat race win. Taking a look at our O'Reilly Auto Parts scoreboard, offering you the right parts and the right prices every day. Ryan Foster came home in 3rd. 2nd place went to Parker Gagne in car 55. And how about a nice round of applause for car number 7, Kyle McCaskill, your winner of heat number 2, and he's in a hurry to get back to pit road. Didn't even stop to drop the flag off. He was like, here, take this. Hot potato. 3rd and final heat, round 1 qualifying. Once again, rinse and repeat. 8 laps, top 6 cars go into the preferred starting positions. Everybody else goes to the rear of the main event. On the pole, Curtis Franks in car number 33. Outside from Milton, Eric McLaughlin in car number 50. Walker Fitch in car number 18 is going to roll off from 3rd. Outside the 57 is Trevor Jakes, the former point leader, looking to rebound here tonight on double points night. The Biffer, Mike Gay in car number 3. Outside, Zach Audette in car number 9. Josh Lovely in the 54, who won 3 features in a row. And outside him, car number 79, it's Paco Marshall. Tyler Whittemore in the 74 will start from the inside of the final row and outside former track champion Dean Switzer Jr. in the St. Johnsbury GMC Creative Counters Chevy Cavalier. Keep an eye on the final 4 cars in this one. They've been some of the fastest street stocks we've had all season. Pace cars off, we're ready to go. 8 laps, 6 cars to transfer. Green is out. Frank's on the inside in the 33, has the lead by half a car length. As they go down the back straightaway, Walker Fitch, 18 on the bottom, puts the fender ahead for second. McLaughlin in the 50 takes it all the way to the wall, trying to hang on to the runner-up spot, but Walker Fitch across the stripe that time. Had it look out, there goes the Biffer in the 3. Mike Gay in car number 3 gets a little overexcited, and around he goes in turn number 2. As he tries to get it fired, he's just driving away, will stay green. McLaughlin on the outside in the 50. Fitch on the bottom in the 18. Battle for second continues as Curtis Franks tries to open it up. Trevor Jakes, 57. Trying to turn his season around after winning 2 of the first 3 events of the season. Had amassed himself a big point lead. Yellow is out. Caution flag. Yellow flag, I assume it to be for the Biffer Mike Gay in car number 3 down there in turn number 2. The Preston's Kia Speedy Dry crew goes out to give the 3 car a big push. And now we'll see how Walker Fitch can do on the restart off the outside of the front row. Well, that is if the 33 of Curtis Franks picks the bottom, but as good of a break as he got off the inside of the initial start, I'd have to think that's what he's going to do. Curtis Franks, 33, has led the first 3 laps for 1 lap shy of the halfway mark. Eric McLaughlin, car number 50, riding in the 3rd spot, 4th to Trevor Jakes. Zach Audette in car number 9 in the 54, Josh Lovely. Those are your qualifiers right now. Top point guys boxed out of the back. The 74, Tyler Whittemore, and the 16 of Dean Switzer Jr. As Biffer's got the 3 refired, he's going to take that Sales and Rentals Ford Mustang straight down pit road. The lights going down on the Cody Chevrolet Camaro pace car. Next time by, we will be racing. Curtis Franks on the inside. Walker Fitch on the outside. McLaughlin and Jakes, a pair of Milton drivers, making up row number 2. Audette and Lovely, those are your qualifiers. We are ready to go on the restart. Chief starter Jason Lemoy looks him over. Coming to the stripe, green is out. Walker Fitch in the 18 on the outside. Lets it ride on the back straightaway, looking for the race lead. Curtis Franks down low, keeps the fender ahead with a top spot. Halfway home this time. 4 laps complete, 4 laps to go. Keep an eye on the high point guys, trying to make some moves out of the back of the pack right now. Trevor Jakes is loving seeing them boxed out of this one. Jakes in the 57 trying to get on the comeback trail in the point battle after leading the points early. Has not had Lady Luck on his side. Walker Fitch continuing to make a run for it on the outside. Franks on the bottom in the 33. 2 laps to go this time. 2 to go. Curtis Franks down low. Walker Fitch up high. They are in pace lap formation at race speed, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Jakes, 57 on the outside with a white flag out. Has the number 3 position across the stripe. Double points all night long. It's normally 10 points to pick up a heat race win. It's going to be 20 here tonight. Checkered flag is ready to fly as they come off the 4th corner and down to the stripe. Curtis Franks, your winner. Walker Fitch in the 18 has a good run after being involved in a late race caution last Thursday night. Comes home with the runner-up spot. Trevor Jakes from Milton takes home 3rd. Eric McLaughlin, Zach Audette, and Josh Lovely in no particular order are your 6 cars that qualify. So that puts a bow on street stock qualifying. They've got their main event now. Lineup is set. We'll bring out the number 1 support division in all of North America next to Lenny's Shoe and Apparel Flying Tigers. But first, Curtis Franks is going to enjoy his victory lap around the Speedway. We'll take a look At the finishing results by way of our O'Reilly Auto Parts scoreboard, in third from Milton, it was Trevor Jakes. In second, it was the number 18, Walker Fitch. And let him hear it, ladies and gentlemen, your Heat 3 winner, Curtis Franks in car number 33. Heat number 1 for the Lenny Shoe and Apparel Flying Tigers rolling out onto the speedway. 10 laps, top 6 cars will qualify into their handicap. On the pole, car number 22, it's Travis Patnode. Outside, car number 8, Mike Bilodeau from Grand Isle. Milton Sam Karen, the former track champion, will ride off in the third spot outside. Luke Peterson, car number 26 from Groton, Vermont. Jason Pelkey in the 64, and outside from Waitsfield, it's Kevin Streeter in the 67. Winner on Thursday, the 56, Chris LaForest. Outside, category H2O for Milton, it's Rob Gordon. Defending Flying Tiger track champion, the Billings Mobile Chevy Camaro, car 37 is Kyle Streeter, and outside, the current point leader, both here and at White Mountain, Brandon Gray, and car number 00, he'll go from shotgun. 10 laps, and again, the top 6 qualify. Here they come, out of 4, looking for the green, and they've got it. Mike Bilodeau around the outside, the leader, Sam Karen getting invasive action. Look out, back straightaway. Kyle Streeter hard into it. Yellow flag is out. Caution flag is out as Sam Karen in the 07 tried to make the 3-wide move up the inside lane, and it did not work. And that may have some serious championship implications as Sam Karen and Kyle Streeter, two of Brandon Gray's closest competitors in the championship battle. Kyle Streeter's none too happy with the move Sam Karen made. He's gone over to let him know. Streeter in the 37 doesn't live too long. He could drive all the way home and get the backup car, depending on the extent of damage to that. Sam Karen took it in the front and the back in the 07 as the Bob and Paul Sunoco wrecker goes to work trying to pick that thing up. Looking from here, at least the minimal amount of damage that could be done is the left rear tires down on the 37. Tons of damage on the 22. Heavy damage, if you will, on the 22 of Travis Patnode. He went back to the pit area to the attendance of his crew. And the wrecker crews are going to work to get the 37 and the 07 attached. Looks like the 67 of Kevin Streeter also has come to a stop over here in turn number 4. He's extricated himself from the vehicle, so it looks like he's going to need a tow as well. So some serious championship implications in this one. A serious lack of patience out of the third place starting Sam Karen, and it led to a big dinger on the back straightaway. Damage does not appear to be that extensive to the 07. He may be able to make repairs and get back out here. Looks like they took a can opener to the side of the 64. Pelkey's headed back for pit road. And Streeter in the 37 had that thing, it looked like 5 to 10 feet up in the air after going over the 07 of Sam Karen. So a tough break for the defending track champion. Track champion 2 years ago. Both involved. Current point leader Brandon Gray dodges the bullet. He'll be 6th at worst on this restart. Kevin Streeter, 67, is going to drive it away. So Streeter drives the 67 back to pit road. And the field will roll off on the back straightaway behind the Cody Chevrolet Camaro pace car. Scorers double checking the restart lineup. Looks like it's going to be correct. And here comes Jason Pelkey back from pit road in the 64 car. So a little bit of change of scenery at the front of the pack. It's now going to be Mike Belledew and Luke Peters unofficially in row number 1. Chris LaForest, 56, is up to 3rd. Rob Gordon from Milton in the H2O is now 4th. 5th is Brandon Gray, and Pelkey in the 64 is 6th. So at this point, they're all qualified. It may be home just to limp them home. Track crew blowing off the speedy dry over there on the back straightaway. Can see some movement down in the pit area. Looks like the Streeter 67 is rolling back towards the gate. Kevin Streeter is back, so now we have 7. The way that car was squatting, it looked like maybe a spring had popped out when he got airborne. The back straightaway, put another spring back in and go back out. Hopefully they had a spare of the same weight. Lights are down on the pace car. Next time by, we're going to go racing. And Travis Patnode is back in car number 22. Top 6 go in the preferred starting positions. They'll make up the first 12 starting spots in the main event. Here they come at a 4, looking for the green flag, and they've got it. Green is out. Belledew on the bottom in the 8. Moves his way up the bottom of the racetrack. Hanging on to the race lead. Chris LaForest, 56, down low, going to 2nd. Kevin Streeter, 67, looks to be not missing a beat after being involved in that accident. He's into a qualified spot. Pelkey not faring quite as well in the 64. Chris LaForest, 56, looking to stretch out the legs early in this one. He's all the way up to 2nd, and here comes Brandon Gray in the 00. 00, Brandon Gray started on the rear in this heat race, and he is up to 3rd right now with 3 laps complete. 7 to go for Mike Belledew in car number 8 as Chris LaForest now challenges to his outside. LaForest in the 56 had a little bit of a bobble that time off the 2nd corner. Up the inside, here comes the 00, Brandon Gray looking for some room on the inside. Chris LaForest keeping it right on the door of the 00. Leapfrogging up the outside goes LaForest. The Capital Concrete 56 going back after the race lead on the high side as we're halfway home. Halfway home for Chris LaForest in the 56 as he pulls ahead by a fender down the back straightaway. Belledew on the bottom of the 8, driving it deep into the center of the corner, trying to hang on to the race lead, but it'll be LaForest now with 4 to go, the new race leader. Brandon Gray going right behind him in the 00, looking to follow in his tire tracks up to the runner-up position. LaForest trying to keep that door shut, though. Doesn't want to clear the 8 Belledew off of turn 4. Brandon Gray, 00, sees the opening now as he goes to 2nd on the high side as they enter the 3rd corner. 2 laps to go for Chris LaForest in the 56. Brandon Gray, 0-0 from dead last up to the runner-up position. Mike Bello to the pole sitter, now back to third in the 08, or the outside pole sitter, back to third in the 8 car. White flag coming out. Luke Peters is fourth. Fifth to Rob Gordon. And Kevin Streeter, 67, the final qualifier. Final time down the back straightaway. He leaves off with a victory on Thursday night, and he starts off with a heat race victory this Thursday. Chris LaForest, your winner in the 56. Brandon Gray, 0-0, comes home in the runner-up spot. Mike Billadu at car number 8, the 26. Luke Peters, Rob Gordon in the H2O, and Kevin Streeter, 67, are the qualifiers. Well, Chris LaForest at car number 56, he's got a couple of second-place finishes so far this season. He finished second and first on Thursday night last week, and he started off tonight with a heat race victory. And he's taking his lap of honor around the speedway. Here he comes off of turn number 4, the Capital Concrete Chevrolet car 56. Let him hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Chris LaForest, your winner. Heat 2 ready to go. Let's see if these guys want to play a little bit nicer. Starting on the pole, Logan Farrell and car number 9. Outside the 33 will be Matt Ballard from Williamstown. The raised iron tubing, car 23 for Cam Gadju is going to start on the inside of row number 2 and on the outside from Milton and out of Maynard. Williamstown's Mike McCaskill and car number 3. Outside will be the 31 from Middlesex. That is Logan Powers in car 31. Barry Vermont's Cameron Allant and car number 90. Northfield's Cooper French and car number 4, and Shotgun the Keens used car number 15 for Brendan Moody. Chief Starter, Jason Lemoy, showing the field the clinch green flag. Next time by, we will go racing. Farrell on the inside and car number 9. Ballard on the outside, 33. Gadju and Maynard in row 2. 10 laps, top 6 transfer. Here they come, picking the pace up off the 4th corner, looking for the green. They got it. Farrell in the 9 on the bottom shows the way down the back straightaway. Matt Ballard in the 33 on the outside, back to second. Gadju in the 23 trying to keep the inside door kicked wide open as Matt Ballard trying desperately to get down to the bottom of the racetrack and cannot. Down the back straightaway, Logan Farrell, car number 9, stretching it out at the front, but here comes Gadju in the 23 down the front straightaway. He's looking up to the outside lane right now for the lead. Gadju in the 23 on the outside. Matt Ballard, 33, running the middle groove right now, trying to keep Adam Maynard in car 45 and the 3 of Mike McCaskill both at bay. Farrell in the 9 showing the way. Gadju, 23. Ballard 33, McCaskill 3, Maynard 45, and the final qualifier on the outside, Logan Powers in the 31. McCaskill pitches it sideways through turns 1 and 2 and hangs on to it. Halfway home this time at the front of the pack, it's car number 9, Logan Farrell showing the way. Gadju in the 23, Ballard in the 33, Maynard and McCaskill side by side behind the Matt Ballard automobile. And now up the inside, Cameron Allant and car number 90 trying to get it qualified. 3 laps to go. Logan Farrell, car number 9, looking for his first career heat race win in a Flying Tiger car, showing the way, trying to hold off the 23 of Cam Gadju. Battle right now is from 4th on back. Maynard, McCaskill, Powers, Allant, Brendan Moody, and Cooper French in car number 4. 2 to go this time. 2 laps to go for Logan Farrell and car number 9. Gadju in the 23 trying to find a hold of the inside lane. Didn't open up that time as the white flag's ready to fly. Keep an eye on that battle for the final spot. One more time around for Logan Farrell and car number 9. Ballard 33, Maynard, McCaskill, and up the outside, Logan Powers has got it back into a qualified spot in the 31. Checkered flag is out. Logan Farrell's going to win it. Final spot across the stripe on the outside will unofficially go to the 31 of Logan Powers, who is not happy with Mike McCaskill as they make a little bit of contact down in turns 1 and 2. I can tell you someone that is happy, though. It's Logan Farrell in car number 9, rookie up from the street stock division, picking up his first career Flying Tiger heat race victory. That'll always make you happy. Taking a look at the official finish by way of the scoreboard from Williamstown. Car number 33, Matt Ballard. Finishing in second was the number 23, Cam Gadget. How about a nice round of applause? Car number 9, Logan Farrell, your winner of heat number 2 for the Tigers. Ready to pick the pace up a little bit. Here comes late model qualifying action. Top 4 cars will qualify. 12 laps. Everybody that doesn't make it into the top 4 is going to go into the consolation round. On the pole for Craftsberry Comic, car number 01, it's Stephen Martin. And to hits outside from Montpelier, Vermont, it's Phil Scott at car number 14. Second row on the inside. He's hopped into his dad's car tonight. Still the Bergmont Namor out of wheel. It's Stephen Donahue at car 26 outside. Winner on Thursday, Chris Robertson, car number 8. Brandon Lanphier, the Richard Green 16, will start from 5th. Outside will be Scott Colbert in car number 4. Chris Pelkey in the 64 and shotgun. Car number 41 is Jamie Obey, the 3-time Busch North champion. Top 4 cars going to lock themselves in, 12 laps the distance. Here they come at turn number 4, looking for the green flag, no start. Chief starter Jason Lemoy says, I want you two coming down here together. Waves that one off, we'll try it again. Martin on the inside, Scott on the outside. Youngster versus veteran. Here they come at turn 4, down to the stripe. This time they're together, green is out. Off the inside lane, Martin by half a car length will lead him down the back straightaway. Phil Scott drives it deep into turn 3. Martin will lead lap number 1. Top 4 cars lock in, making a bid for that position on the bottom. It's the 16 of Brandon Lanphier. Lanphier in the 16 down low, looking for the final transfer spot. Martin in the 01 shows the way over Phil Scott. Stephen Donahue in the backup car. Runs in the number 3 spot now. Brandon Lanphier is qualified in the 16. Lanphier has been mixing it up in the top 5 of the point standings all season long, and he's locked himself into a qualified spot already. 4 laps complete for Stephen Martin in the 01. 14 Scott, to his outside comes the 31 of Donahue. 2022 track champion Chris Pelkey to the outside, trying to take the spot away from the 16 of Lanphier. Lanphier rolling the bottom now, up halfway alongside Donahue for 3rd. Halfway home, 6 laps complete, 6 laps to go for Martin. Martin in the 01 pulling away as Phil Scott gets a little bit wide that time in turn 2. Scott in the 14 slams the door on Donahue. Donahue back to the outside, once again looking for the runner-up spot away from Phil Scott in car 14. Scott in the 14 holds the bottom that time. Donahue puts it up by a fender. Whoop, look out, Jamie Obey's around in turn 1. Jamie Obey, 41, pulls away. Wheels stay under green. Martin in the 01, the leader. Chris Pelkey on the outside, now qualified. Lanphier's on the outside looking in. 2 to go for Martin in the 01 car. Stephen Martin in the 01. Stephen Donahue, 26. Chris Pelkey trying to ride the rail up the outside lane to the number 3 spot. White flag ready to fly. One more time around for Stephen Martin. Stephen Donahue dirt tracks the 26, the 31 off of turn 4 that time. Sorry, it's got mismatching numbers roof to door. Checkered flag ready to fly. Stephen Martin in the 01 wins it. Stephen Donahue in the 31 comes home in second. Chris Pelkey in the 64, and the 14 of Phil Scott takes down the final spot. Stephen Martin, the Pfister Fawcett's automobile, picking up the checkered flag. He's going to take his lap of honor around the speedway. He scores the heat race win. The defending track champion, car number 31, Stephen Donahue, comes home in the runner-up spot. Chris Pelkey in car 64, the 2022 track champion, takes down the number 3 position. And Martin's really soaking this one in. The Pfister Fawcett's Chevrolet Camaro. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice warm welcome for Stephen Martin, your Heat 1 winner in the 0-1 car. Second heat rolling out onto the speedway. On the pole, car number 55, it's Keegan Lampson. Outside the VSAC Ford, car number 7 for Cooper Bouchard. 2 rows back on the, it's a brother and sister row. On the inside, it's little sister Taylor Horn, car number 48, and on the outside, it's big brother Justin Prescott in the 0-4 car. The teammates since birth make up row number 2. Kyle Pembroke in car 27 will start in the third. Outside the 66 is Jason Corliss. Point leader Caden Fisher in car number 18, and Tom Sheehan will go shotgun to the 65. Lights are ready to go down on the pace car. "12 laps, top 4 positions are where you want to be. Lamson on the inside, Bouchard on the outside. Hoare and Prescott in row 2. Green is out. Keegan Lamson opens it up early off the bottom with a race lead down the back straightaway. Bouchard in the 7 finds a hole down to the bottom in front of the Taylor Hoare 48 ride as Prescott works the outside. Tom Sheehan out of shape down the front straightaway in the 65, but keeps it headed in the right direction. 2 laps complete for Keegan Lamson. Bouchard in the 7, and then Hoare and Prescott side by each. Pembroke in the 27. Trying to fill the hole down to the bottom and look for the final transfer spot. He's got it down low. Prescott in the 0-4. Can't make it stick on the high side. Now he's on the outside looking in. Back to the number 5 spot he goes. Pembroke now the qualifier. Caden Fisher, the point leader. Trying to move himself up towards the front. Fisher in the 18 now. 1 spot out of the money as they go down the back straightaway. He immediately goes to work in the outside lane. 5 laps complete for the 55. Keegan Lamson in the 18. Caden Fisher goes to the final spot in the high groove. Halfway home for Lamson. Fisher now qualified in the 18 car. Bouchard in the 7. Hoare in the 48. And Fisher in the 18 up on the high side. Got by the 26 of Pembroke, but cannot clear him. Pembroke in the 27 on the bottom of the racetrack trying to stay in the battle as here comes Fisher up to the outside now for third. Fisher to the outside lane now for the number 3 position. He's got it off turn 2. 3 laps to go for the 55, Keegan Lamson. Cooper Bouchard in the 7, the 18, Caden Fisher, and Taylor Hoare in the 48 are your qualifiers. 2 to go. Jason Corliss, 66, trying to make some noise up the outside lane as well. He's got 1 on the back straightaway, but he's going to need 1 more to qualify. With a white flag coming out, here comes Fisher for second on the outside. Caden Fisher and the number 18 showing us why he is the point leader, going for the number 2 position down the back straightaway. Checkered flag will fly. Keegan Lamson will win it. Bouchard in car number 7 bounces off the door of car number 18, Caden Fisher, but cannot keep him behind him as Fisher comes home in second. Bouchard third, and Taylor Hoare takes down the final transfer spot in car number 48. Keegan Lampson, 55, taking his lap of honor around the speedway after picking up the win in heat number 2. We'll take a look at our official finish on the back straightaway. The VSAC number 7 for Cooper Bouchard comes home in the number 3 spot. Second place goes to Shelburne, Vermont's Caden Fisher. He is our current point leader, starting the night up by 2. And here he comes off the 4th corner. Car number 55, put your hands together. Keegan Lampson, your winner. Final heat race, ready to roll on the pole. Car number 99, Cody Blake. Outside, Jesse LeCaire in car number 71. Micro Marcel Gravel in car number 86. And outside, Daryl Moore in car number 17. Chip Grenier in car number 9. He's won races this year and led the points. He'll start next. Outside, car number 40, the 2-time track champion, Nick Sweet. And all alone in the final row, car number 0 for Milton, another 2-time track champion, it's Scott Dragon. Lights go down on the Cody Chevrolet Camaro pace car. Next time by, we're going to go to business. Top 4 into the handicap. Everybody else to the consolation round. Green is out. Cody Blake in the 99, away with a race lead down the back straightaway. Marcel Gravel, 86, cutting around the bottom of the racetrack, goes to the number 2 spot. Jesse LeCaire, the rookie in the 71, pinned up to the outside lane and slipping back. Here comes Chip Grenier through on the bottom. Chip Grenier in car number 9 around the bottom of the racetrack. Now up to 3rd, final qualifier, LeCaire in the 71 on the outside. Scott Dragon in the 0 takes a peek to the inside for the final transfer spot. Nick Sweet trying to get regrouped in car number 40. 3 laps complete for car 99, Cody Blake, as he shows the way down the back straightaway. Scott Dragon pulls away with the final transfer spot. Marcel Gravel rides in second in the 86. Chip Grenier is third in car number 9, and Dragon are your qualifiers. Cody Blake in car number 99, the Memorial Day winner. Had to change the engine in that automobile last week during the double features. In between feature number 1 and feature number 2 after piloting a borrowed ride for the first feature, as we're halfway home here in the final heat race in round 1 qualifying for the late models. Cody Blake shows the way, the North Country Federal Credit Union car. Scott Dragon in the 0, now looking to the outside for a 3rd on Chip Grenier. Dragon, who trails Fisher by 2, does not want to give up more points in heat race qualifying action. Points in all races tonight are doubled. Blake in the 99. A serious run of bad luck trying to right that ship. Finished 2nd on Thursday in the 2nd feature. Right now trying to pocket 20 points for picking up a heat race victory. He's only 2 laps away from it in car 99. 2 to go for Blake in the 99 car. Gravel 86 and now Dragon to 3rd. Grenier now the final qualifier in car number 9 as the white flag is out. We've got one more time around. Final time down the back straightaway for Cody Blake in car 99, the Summer Street automobile. He'll cruise it off, turn 4 to the Heat 3 victory. Cody Blake, your winner. Marcel Gravel in 86. Dragon and Grenier, your qualifiers. So Nick Sweet, Daryl Moore, and Jesse LeCaire all coming back for the consolation round. Cody Blake, car number 99, picking up the checkered flag, taking his lap of honor around the speedway. Taking a look at the official finish by way of our O'Reilly Auto Parts scoreboard. Finishing in third from Milton, it was Sky Dragon. Finishing in second from Wolcott, it was car number 86, Micro Marcel Gravel. And how about a nice round of applause for the Memorial Day winner, Cody Blake, and car number 99, the Summer Street Auto. Car number 99 returns the colors. Road Warriors are ready to go. On the pole, the 54 is Dan Garrett Jr. Outside will be car number 34, that's Stephen Corbett. Braden Murphy in the 33, those are team-ish cars. Jed Whitcomb in the 14, Mike Slingerland in car number 81. The 50, Nick Copping. Zach Garvey in the 77. Neil Tetanus Foster at car number 19. JPK, Jason P. Kirby in the 71. In the we didn't work real hard to number our car number 1, that's Carlos Grenier. And Nate Bryan, good old Tater with the Dino Nuggets. Slowly being cooked under the hood of that automobile. He is coming from shotgun. Off of turn 4, looking for the green. They've got it. Green is out. Garrett in the 54 wasting 0 time. He rides away with the lead. Murphy up the bottom in the 33 goes to second. Whoop, look out, back of the pack. Everybody's playing a little bumping and jamming. Tetanus in the 19s. GPS has got to be recalculating. As he went from the inside to the outside, back to the outside to the infield at about 76 feet. Corbett in the 34 is going half the speed of Smell, and he is baking the right front tire off that car. Look at the smoke just rolling off the right front of that 34. I mean, lift. Dan Garrett in the 54 is way out on top. Murphy in the 33. The slingshot in the 81 is going to go for a second. Hey, look at the 16 from the back of the pack. We're halfway home. Tater in the 16 has come all the way from the back of the pack. Three to go for Garrett. Mike Slingerland in the 81. Murphy in the 33. Garvey in the 77. And Tater's to 5th. 2 to go this time. Nick Copping is running the speed bumps in the 50, trying to get around the Whitcomb 14. Garvey in the 77 said, hey, look, a high groove. He went by Braden Murphy for 3rd. White flag is out for Dan Garrett Jr. in the 54. Slingerland in the 81. And here comes Tater up the outside for 3rd. Checkers are flying. Dan Garrett Jr. is your winner. Mike Slingerland gets 2nd. And Tater will get 3rd in the 16. Carlos Grenier. Hey, that's the old Ben Bushy car. That's Ben Bushy's car from last year. Dan Garrett Jr. in the 54 is taking his lap of honor around the speedway. He had checked out on the field. Taking a look at our official finish, finishing in 3rd from dead last on the grid. The number 16, Tater, Nate Bryan. Finishing in 2nd was Mike Slingerland in the 81. How about a nice round of applause for Curly Fuels, car 54, Dan Garrett Jr., your winner of heat number 1 for the Road Warriors. Presented by Burnett scrap metals. Heat 2 ready to roll for the Burnett Scrap Metals Road Warriors. On the pole, it'll be number 43, Anderson Boyd. Outside will be Derek Mann in the 27. The 75 on the inside is Bert Duffy on the outside, the 76. That's Easton Garrett. After that, we will have, that is an 18. That's Caden Green. That was the green car with duct tape numbers last week. So this week, you guys have progressed really high, but now you need to make those numbers a little bit bigger so the rest of the world can read them. The frickin' chicken in the 17 will start from 3 rows back on the outside. Brandon Fremont in the 05, Tyler Wheatley in the 31. Jen Garrett in the 23 running random yellow panels for luck. And welcome back Rodney Campbell in car number 10. He's back. Green is out. .43, Anderson Boyd. 27, Derek Mann. The 75, Bird Duffy. Tyler Wheatley. Then the frickin' chicken, Easton Garvey, 76. Green in the 18s headed for the pits. Derek Mann, the outside pole sitter, is the race leader. He is dirt tracking in the top groove. He was venturing a little bit high in that 20. So he's continuing to dirt track. That right rear tire is going to get hot. Coming back around to halfway, Tyler Wheatley sees the outside lane opening up. He'll jump to the top groove with 4 to go. I think the old chicken has figured out how the handicap system may work. He's staying just inside a qualified spot. Derek Mann is the leader. Wheatley in the 31 to second with 3 to go. Here comes Wheatley for the loop. Look out, Anderson Boyd goes up the racetrack. The chicken takes a peek to the bottom. Two to go for Derek Mann. Anderson Boyd up the outside now gives up the number 3 spot to the frickin' chicken. Brody Frazier. Oh, they're almost 3 wide right there for 4th. They thought better of it with a white flag out. Random yellow panels are not always lucky. Jen Garrett going a lap down in the 23. Checkered flag ready to fly. Derek Mann, 27 will win it. Tyler Wheatley, the Wiedenut, comes home in second. The chicken is third in the 17. Easton Garvey, Anderson Boyd, Bert Duffy, Brandon Fremont, Rodney Campbell, and Jen Garrett, 23. Consolation round for the late models up next. I think Derek Mann is arguing, I didn't win that heat race, did I? Tech? Oh, they were consulting him because his transponder was not picking up correctly. Taking a look at the official finish. Finishing in third was the chicken of the frickin' variety, Brody Frazier. The 31, the Wiedenut, Tyler Wheatley. And how about a nice round of applause for Derek Mann in car 27.